Welcome, everybody. I think we'll just go ahead and get started because it's going to be starting to get dark for some of us. For whom is it already dark? Okay, we've got a few that are already. Yeah. Okay. Here comes Jessica. So welcome to our Imagery International Winter Solstice celebration. I'm Darcie Richardson. Hi, Jessica. I'm Darcie Richardson, and I have had the honor of being president of Imagery International for the last 2 years, and it has truly been an honor. My term ends in 2 weeks, which makes this occasion and this gathering particularly precious and poignant. Oh, and when I say that, I just felt myself get a little bit teary-eyed. So I can't tell you how delighted I am to see each of you here today. It is with great pleasure that I introduce my dear friend and colleague in all things imagery, and that is Susan Ezra. Susan is a healer, she's a coach, and she's a visionary. Susan is a leader in our imagery community, and she's a teacher in multiple modalities. We're so lucky to have her here today, sharing with her sage wisdom as she guides us through new processes of self-discovery. Susan, there you are, my upper left-hand corner. I turn this over to you, and I'll be back soon.
Okay, well, welcome everybody. I'm thrilled that we're doing this together. I personally feel a great need to do this in this time right now. And I've been doing the equinoxes or the solstices celebration gathering for many years now. Some people on the call have been part of that. And when Maureen suggested for us to do something for the solstice, I said, well, let's do it right on the day. We've got it right now. I mean, it's in our midst. And let's just invite everybody. Let's just really open this up to a gift for ourselves and to everybody, and to hold this collective space. So I am thrilled. I really am. And I'm grateful for everybody coming. And I said from far and near, and everywhere. So please, if you haven't, put in the chat where you're from, and if it's snowing, raining, sunny, or dark, or light, or whatever, if you want. Yeah. So again, I want to thank Mary for setting this up for us and being part of our team once again. She has before, and now she is again. So that's wonderful. And Darcie, Darcie's not only done so much for our organization, but she's become a dear friend of mine. So I'm thrilled that we're sharing this facilitation together.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's all I'll say just for now.
Thank you. So here we are gathering in community, and I want to ask us to take a moment to pause. Close your eyes if you like. I want to invite us to breathe into the colors of the season. Bright, colorful lights, sweet, small twinkle lights, blue lights, white lights, whatever feel the most nourishing for you. Oh, breathe those into your being and exhale that which no longer serves you. Release the negative charge as you drop down into yourself. Solstice is a time of reflection and also a time to embrace those parts of ourselves that may reside deep within, sometimes even hidden. Don't be afraid of the dark. Rather, enter into the shadows with curiosity. See what emerges. I want to read a poem by a novelist, a poet, activist, and that's Wendell Berry. And it's called To Know the Dark. To go in the dark with a light is to know the light. To know the dark, go dark. Go without sight. And find that the dark too blooms and sings and is traveled by dark feet and dark wings. So with this, Susan, I offer you to take us where you would like us to go.
Mm. Well, let's start because we are from many different places and we are all connected and we're coming into this sacred space and time and a night together. I'm going to share a photo that I felt really speaks to this. So in one of our groups that some of us are a part of, we talk about Indra's web. We talk about that vast interconnection, and each one of us in that web, in that net, in the whole universe are one drop, one jewel, one spark, one this incredible, I think they're water droplets. And so I just invite all of us to come into that interconnection with each other right now, just feeling that we are each one of those special spots of color, of light, a jewel, a gem. And then we're connected to each other and all everywhere in the whole wide universe. And so, what we're going to experience together now in our celebration of the winter solstice, we really can just extend it out to the world, extend it to the quantum field, extend it to everywhere, especially where it's needed the most right now. So if you want, just go ahead and contemplate on this pretty magical image a few more moments. And I'll go ahead and take it down. Okay, so Darce, you keep letting people in as we're going along.
It's covered. Got it.
You got it covered. And why don't everybody mute unless you want to come in and share something? You can certainly unmute and speak up, or you can also raise your little digital hand here on the bottom. And so what we're going to do is a few different things to celebrate the solstice. I love to kind of set the stage and put out some pieces of information. And then we can have some people, and I'll ask who would really like to share something that you have written, or a poem like Darcie has, or something that speaks to you about the winter solstice. And then we'll go into a guided meditation, a guided imagery for the solstice, and really for each of our own selves. And then if we have a little time, we can do a few people to share what your experiences are. And then we'll complete our time when it will likely be getting dark everywhere, with lighting our candles and holding that light in the darkness. How's that sound? Okay. All right, thumbs up. Okay. So we welcome ourselves to this winter solstice, solstice, sol meaning sun, S-O-L, but think of it also as S-U-L. Solstice, this is standing still. So at this time of the year in the Northern Hemisphere, the sun is standing still in the longest night, the darkness. To pause, and actually astrologically, astronomically, it pauses for a period of 3 days, just before we go into Christmas. And then it turns meaning that it's at the maximum point of where it's dark, and the light returns. So that's really what literally the solstice means, right? And an interesting piece that I didn't know before, I didn't think of before, and other people I follow didn't mention. So today's 12/21, 2023, but 12 and 21 are reversed, right? They're mirror opposites of each other. And you can think of it as that they're holding the balance of each other, the light and the dark, right? And expansion and grounding at the same time. So also what's so important in this time is that the winter solstice and winter times, the time of the sacred feminine. And that is that feminine within men and women, within all of us beings, human beings. And what she teaches us, what she offers us, there's somebody waiting to come in, Darce.
Thank you.
What she teaches us, what she offers us, is going into that darkness, not the dark, not the negative, but the fertile, rich darkness that the feminine represents, balanced with the light of the masculine, the sun. We need both, right? We can't have one without the other. So this is really an opportunity, if we want to, not everybody wants to, but for us to really go inside and rest in that dark womb of the feminine, to rest, to restore, to rejuvenate, to fill ourselves up, to go into that quiet, slow, internal place. Now, I know there's lots of, activity and holiday stuff and present buying and gathering and everything. So it doesn't have to be one or the other, but give some time to that sacred yin time. This is yin time, yin and yang. Yeah, yeah. And I also want to say that winter teaches us about being in the end of things. Winter, things die. Things must die for some new to be reborn. So we honor that death. We honor the dying process, and then we honor the rebirth, or the birth, or the new. And I just came across this too the other day. Rachel Naomi Remen, I would assume most people know about her. She's just a wonderful soul. If you don't, please learn about her. She's a physician here in California. She's also a patient. She's been with a physical illness all her adult life, and she really talks about the darkness as like that is not something to fix. She talks about fixing and uh, healing and being of service and all that. It's the darkness isn't something to fix or to avoid or to go away from, but in fact, it's the darkness is where the light is born, the the uh, the cradle of the cradle of life itself is the darkness, where the light is born. Just to consider that. And then just lastly, in terms of the Qigong practice and the Taoism that I follow very closely, not only is this a time of slowing down, rest, restoration, less activity, quiet, internal focus, but it's also the element is water. And so the more we can cultivate the qualities of water, the more we're aligning ourselves with that element, with that energy of winter. The direction is the north. The animal is the blue-black turtle, and the there was something else I wanted to say. I just lost it. Oh, and it's about keeping the hearth fires burning. You know, that warm cradling of especially the kidneys. The kidneys are the water element and the organ of winter, and so we want to nourish, warm, hydrate those kidneys. And lastly, the emotion, all of the seasons and all of the five elements have an emotion. And so the emotion for the kidneys for winter is fear and shifting fear into gentleness. Okay, so just hold all that, keep that. You don't have to remember any of it. It'll just settle in on the cellular level. Yeah. So you could either, let's see what the chat. Yeah, let me just do it in the chat. So in the chat, if you would like to share something now, again, a poem or something that you've written or something that's really an image that's really symbolic of you for you for this time, just go ahead and put it in the chat, and we'll see how many people. And this is totally optional. If you don't have anything that you want to share, that's fine.
I would also love to add that it's no time to be shy.
Good. It's really fun to see some people from the conference, from our last conference, Julie and Nicole.
Hmm? So Carol Ann has something to share, as does
Okay.
Marina.
Carol Ann, and I don't see anybody popping up here for me yet. Oh, I didn't scroll all the way down. Sorry.
Okay. And then Elena. Oh, wait. To embrace the dark is helpful right now.
Oh, I see what you are all doing. You're writing in what you want to say. Is that it?
No, I think Carol Ann has something she would like to share. Um,
Okay.
but other people are also ready. So, okay, Carol Ann has something to share, and Marina wishes love and peace to everyone. Elena says to embrace the dark is helpful right now, as I live in a very small, dark at night, unfamiliar community. Oh, Helen says seeds need to germinate in the dark. Wow.
Yes. Mhm.
Oh, and Debbie Rose has something to share. So Sue, I'm not sure how you want to handle this. Do you want to
Well, just
start with?
keep reading them, and then
Oh,
I
okay.
see there's a poem by Ann Para. And after Carol Ann goes, why don't you read that poem rather than Darcie doing it since it's yours? Okay,
That
who
would be
else? And Debbie. Okay, Debbie
great. Mm-hmm.
and Ann. Okay.
I can share a message. Yes, Catherine. And then we've got the new soul, my new soul song.
Mother's womb came. Yes, the darkness.
Uh,
Okay. And so Catherine too?
mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Let's, if we may, just have those four people. If you really have something you want to share and we don't have the time, maybe we'll have a little time at the end, um, uh, you could put it in the chat. So Carol,
Right. And I just want to say, Dia Calhoun has asked a question: how do we rest in the wintering as our bodies long to do when the outer world is not built for that? So maybe we could wrap up with that. So
we have to give ourselves that space and time, which is what we're going to do in the guided imagery. Yeah.
beautiful. All right. So Carol Ann.
All right. Where's Carol Ann?
I'm here. This is from Rumi, and I think it relates to the solstice, certainly to the light image that you have referred to. Be a lamp or a lifeboat or a ladder. Help someone's soul heal. Walk out of your house like a shepherd. Thank you.
Thank you, Carol Ann.
We'll just pause for a moment to savor what each saying is going to offer us. Okay, Debbie.
Hi. I just wanted to share this because it seems relevant to the solstice. Peace be with you, life. Peace be with you, awakening. Peace be with you, revelation. Peace be with you, O day who engulfs the darkness of the earth with thy brilliant light. Peace be with you, O night, through whose darkness the lights of heaven sparkle. Peace be with you, seasons of the year. Peace be with you, spring, who restores the earth to youth. Peace be with you, summer, who heralds the glory of the sun. Peace be with you, autumn, who gives with joy the fruits of labor and the harvest of toil. And peace be with you, winter, whose rage and tempest restore to nature her sleeping strength. By Khalil Gibran.
That's beautiful. That covers it all. Wow. Okay, thank you, Debbie. And Anne, will you read your poem?
I will. Thank you, Susan. This is so beautiful. What a great gathering. This is a new soul song. I am the ember hidden in the ashes. You are all the heart tenders who searched for the glow of my soul. You saw flashes of one who still burns with the fire of love. Saying no is what kept me alive. Your soft words have helped me to thrive. My flame is reignited. My soul and my truth, it's in me, united. There is just this to pursue now, freedom and joy. These I allow. Renew and make art of the life I have left.
And who wrote that, Anne?
Oh, I did. I certainly did. It's been something that's really come back into my life, and also making things and doing art and creativity in nursing. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Let's hold that for you, Anne, and for what it means to each of us.
Hmm.
And Catherine.
Thank you. Good to be here. Here are some winter thoughts from me. At the winter garden gate, we learn that this garden of our life needs dark and light. Our garden life needs this rest, quiet, reflection, giving us time to center and recharge. Dark winter's water, sacred waters whisper, flow with me, and I will teach you to be adaptable, flexible, and realize the invisible and spiritual are always present. And know that you are the guardians we've been waiting for. I'm complete.
Catherine's been part of our solstices for many years, and she always writes just beautiful words of wisdom. So thank you. Let's take that in.
I love the winter garden gate.
Okay, so how about if we do this? We move into the guided imagery now, and if we have a little bit of time to share, if there's any other real gems that any of you want to bring in, we'll see if there's a little more time for that. Okay, so the solstice, especially the winter solstice, really is a magical time. And I invite you to be with this and to experience whatever it is that you do. It's a very personal inner reflection. And so before we go into the guided imagery, I invite all of us just to take a few minutes. If you have some paper or pen, that would be great, but you can also just hold this in your thoughts. I've already come up with mine, so I'd like to give you a couple of moments to identify what you want to intend. What's your intention that you want to hold in this dark time, this darkness, this internal sacred feminine, this, and hold it all through this longest night of the year. So it may be something for yourself like peace or compassion or prosperity. Maybe there's something that's ending and that is dying. Maybe there's something that you're letting go of, or maybe it's something that you want to begin to manifest or create. Whatever it is for yourself or all of our humanity. It can be like one or two things. Try it not to be too many. Just one or two intentions that you want to strongly hold for yourself or others.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And even though this is going to be a personal reflection, us being together in this group will potentiate all of this for everyone. And in a few moments, I'll invite us to go inside, and you're going to be infusing some seeds with these intentions. and then going into your own place of respite where you can incubate and germinate those seeds. Okay, so you can go ahead and get yourself comfortable, and you can go ahead and turn your videos off. This is going to be about 10-12 minutes, and I'm going to go ahead and pull up the image of the spiral with the candles, and everybody should have themselves on mute. Okay, so settle in where you are. Take some full breaths into your whole being, your whole self. And invite your body to just relax. There's nothing actively you need to do right now. You can just let your body rest. And let your breath take you into a deep rest and restoration. As if you were taking a long winter's nap. More relaxed, more comfortable, and more focused within with each breath. Now, let your imagination create for you a personal place of respite, of solitude, of serenity, of peace, custom made for you. That's just right now. You know, it could be inside and cozy and warm. It could be outside, safe and protected. Could be nighttime already. It could be during the day. Just let your imagination create this place for you and be there now. This is a place where you can be deeply nourished and nurtured, really down to the soul level and the cells of your whole body. And let every aspect of this healing place of respite serve to support you, to hold you. And take in what you're feeling, perhaps what you're seeing and experiencing around you. And even taking in perhaps some smells or aromas in your place of respite. Or some sounds, Or maybe it's just really that quiet, that deep quiet. Just be filled up here in your own very sacred place of respite. Just take in whatever's here for you for a few more moments. And then while you're in this special place, focus on your intention or intentions. And imagine that you have a seed or some seeds that you're holding in the palm of one of your hands. These are your seeds of intentions. Feel the warmth of your hand from your body warming those seeds. And go ahead and infuse those seeds with your intentions, your desires, your wishes, your dreams, whatever it is. And take a few moments to really fully do that. These seeds now contain the energy of your intention. There's no efforting or active work here, though. Just the very act of allowing is a really powerful state. And it's full of potential. So let your seeds germinate, incubate in this winter's darkness, so that when the time is right and they're ready, they will just come into being. Know that to be. Trust that you've already set this into motion. Whatever it is. Take a few more moments and just really deeply rest and relax. Taking in whatever's right for you on all levels. And then, slowly and gently and easily, gather up what you want to keep with you. And know that you can return to this place of personal respite anytime you want to through the winter season, or really anytime. It's part of you, it's available to you now. So go ahead and take a few awakening breaths. When you're ready, let your eyes gently open. Orient yourself to the external environment that you are in. And then when you're ready, you can return to our circle and turn your video back on. There's that popcorn again about the little squares, the little boxes. So we can have a few people share if they would like what they experienced or anything that you're called to share. I'm going to go back into the chat and look through those. And you can either just unmute yourself or raise your virtual hand. In the chat, I love what Dia said. How can darkness be a lifeboat?
I wonder if any glimmers of a response came to meet that question. And Dia, you don't have to speak, but that is the curiosity, because that was a question that you went into it with. Does anybody want to share some part of your journey?
How about Cassie? Casey?
Yeah, that was so beautiful. I kind of went to a safe place that was like a bird's nest under the night sky, and it was so beautiful. I was crying because it was just like, I felt so safe under like it felt like the down of like I was like a chick or something. It just felt so safe. It was really beautiful. And this music is really powerful too. Are you playing music?
Music?
Anybody hear music? I don't hear any music. Where?
Oh my gosh, maybe it's coming from my computer. It's really good.
Little winter
personal
solstice.
gift.
Yeah.
Something. Okay, thank you.
Thank you for sharing, and enjoy the music.
Terry Reed said beautiful and helpful. And Carol Ann said, I swallowed the seed. Is that okay?
It's all okay, whatever's right for you. That's really ingesting it, taking it in. Mm-hmm. Sue Carmichael. You're going to unmute, right?
Good afternoon. Hello to everyone. I'm Sue here in San Mateo, California. And I want to thank Susan for this wonderful imagery session. It's so joyful to have this wonderful experience this time of day and to remind me where I can go to be safe and where I can go to be calm and find joy and remind myself to be nice and enjoy the holiday season. And a new forward phrase I heard the other day is, there is always hope. And I held that in my heart. Thank you, and I'm complete.
Thank you, Sue. Someone I know says, that hope springs eternal. Yeah. Oh, Anne Marie says that she was in a beautiful cave and became a lizard soaking up the sun at the mouth of the cave.
Oh. That's a beautiful image, the idea of warming ourselves like a lizard or reptiles do. They warm themselves so that they can wander away from the heat, but still have some warmth until it wears off. And I feel like that's a great metaphor for us. We come, we get nourished, we are in community, and then we go on with our lives, but we get to take what we feel and experience here with us. Oh, thank you for that escape from Elena. That's great.
Yeah, and she was in a yurt with warm candles padding all around for comfort.
Ooh.
Beautiful.
Mm.
Along with many yawns telling you to rest.
Yeah. That's
Maybe
why I use that long winter's nap suggestion.
And maybe that speaks a little bit to the question that Dia Calhoun was asking about how do we rest when there's so much busyness going on? How can darkness be a lifeboat? And I think part of it is that pause, that taking time, the big yawn, listening to what that has to tell us, because that's our body speaking. So hopefully we continue to listen.
Like a cradle floating. Wow. Very beautiful images here. And thanks, Casey, for sharing the music link.
And Randy wrote, clarified for me what I want to release. Yeah, Randy, it's good to see your face. And Dia wrote, with my intention of how can darkness be a lifeboat, I imagined in the meditation, just lay yourself down. Let the seeds will grow into the woods that grows into the boat like a cradle floating. Thank you.
And remember, the reason why images are so powerful is because they contain the energy of what they represent. So it's real. Yeah. Julie, you said you would gift us with some.
Yes, I'm Julie, and my warm place was by a fireplace, and the intention that I went in with wasn't the one that came out. And while I was at the fireplace, I was playing my flute, and so I'll play a few notes right now if you'd like me to.
Yes.
Yes.
do a little bit more.
Really? Don't tempt me. Okay.
All right. Thank you for that. I'm getting an echo.
Yeah,
All of a sudden.
Julie,
Yes.
I'd
I'd like to ask you to
let's see if
let's
that
see if that.
I'm confused. You would like me to play more?
I
I
was
was
asking
asking
you to
you to
mute.
mute.
Oh,
Okay, let's see.
There was an echo after you played, Julie, and so Darcie asked you to mute. Yeah, but thank you so much for that. That's just beautiful.
Thank you so much. I think we need to have a concert,
Mm.
a Julie Lusk concert, please. Yeah, thank you.
So anyone else want to share or feel called to say something in our group here?
This is Helen, and I just want to say thank you so much, Sue and Darcie and everyone for being here. And it didn't happen today. I had a little trouble with my sound, so I didn't catch, Sue, unfortunately, the whole imagery that you gave us. But recently on a journey, there was about the darkness, and I'm taking a class, and we talk a lot about the dark, embracing the dark. But more recently, and I saw it in the chat too, was being in the dark in a cave, and it was actually a womb. It was Mother Earth's womb, and this concept of the darkness as the nurturing of the womb. And I'm finding that really nurturing and lovely right now. And living in the Pacific Northwest, I mean, our sunset was at 4:15, so it's fully dark now. And anyway, just wanted to express that, and how grateful I am to be here with all of you.
Thank you, Helen. And it looks like Dia is offering to read a poem. I feel like that would be great.
Hi, can you see me?
No.
We can hear you.
Hear you.
How's that?
Oh, there you are. Yeah, there's Dia.
Hi, I'm a little under the weather today, but I have a poem I think would work well with the our subject of solstice and darkness. A poem of mine that just came out in Spirit Anthology. The title is Undone Unto. Ocean, enough. I accept your drag, your down, your seagrass singing my deep past, abyssal hills. Black hole me to the bottom where my bones snag on the seabed. So many corpses, open-mouthed, clenched pearls. Why stop here? I've heard the uncanny rumors of blackest trench, Mariana, her name whispered, gravid as some holy secret. Dive me on down, collapse me, where the deep swallowed light forgets it was ever rainbow. Down, explosion, blowhole blast up, fountain of star froth issue from the gravity well, a blue behemoth, the first spuming breath of a galaxy. Thank you.
Wow.
Perfect. Thank you, Dia. Somebody's written, does it get any better than this? Bridget wrote, does it get any better than this? So Sue.
Oh, well, let me just read Teresa's.
Okay, please.
I step into the darkness, look up and see the depth of the stars surrounding me with an uncanny comfort in knowing of our place in this universe.
Hmm.
Mm. So it seems just, oh, there's Kelly. It seems like just the most exquisite moment to light our candles. And I'm going to light this big candle, you know, that these burn like for hours and hours as the mother candle. And then we can all light our candles together. I have my own personal one. This is going to be the great mother candle.
Thank
So
you.
are we ready for that, Dars? Or anything?
Yes, I feel like we've had words and music and depth and richness. And I thank you, Susan. Thank you, everybody. This has just been a very beautiful time together. So I think it's a perfect time to light the candles.
Okay. And you know, if you have your pretend candle, that's fine. Or if you have some facsimile of light, that's great too.
Light is light.
Light is light. Right. Okay. So here she is. And
thank you for that other candle.
Yes, and I will keep it burning all night until I go to sleep, because I don't know how long everybody else's candle can keep going. So everybody's lighting it. Good. I have one that says Imagine on it, Terry. I mean, my holder, candle holder, says Imagine. Oh boy.
Thank you all for your beautiful words and energy and music, being here.
And may our lights shine through the dark to make way for what needs to die, for what needs to be reborn. The new birth. And may there be peace on the earth. Peace in our hearts.
Thank you.
Can everybody hold theirs up if possible? Yeah, there we go. I know some people left, but their lights are connecting and combining with ours. And of course, Teresa's there, got the whole world behind her.
Yeah, the galaxy. Oh, look at all these. Yeah, go to the second screen if you haven't already. It's really lovely.
Oh, cool. Oh.
Really great.
Blessings to everyone until we meet again, and good tidings for a new year.
Yes. Thank you.